Hello, how's everybody doing? Welcome back to the channel today. We have a very special video with yet again another very special guest. We have UFC fighter Jackson McVey in the house. Jackson, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good, brother. How are you?
Doing great. Thank you so much for coming on. So today we are doing a video. I think it's pretty fitting. This is going to be which Sopranos character would you want on your side in a bar fight? So S tier, you want this dude on your side. D tier, you absolutely do not want this guy on your side. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Starting out with number one, Tony Soprano. Where do you feel like Tony Soprano's going? I think this should be a pretty easy one to say.
Yeah, I think we've seen him scrap the most, right? We've seen him throw some pretty hard punches. He beats the crap out of people in the show. I think you got to put him S tier, you know?
I agree. I'm totally fine with that. Well, let me just move this out the way. Yeah, I'm going to put him up in S tier. I think that's really perfect. There's going to be, I think, only a few S tiers, just based on this list, just off my first initial reaction. Number two is going to be Furio. What are you thinking here?
Oh, dude, Furio's like the bronze, man. He's a bruiser. You got to put him S. I'm going S tier for Furio.
I'm so glad you said that. 1,000% he's going S tier.
Yeah.
Could not agree more. Who is next? We have Johnny Sack. This is kind of a tough one because Johnny Sack is a little bit old, right? He's not super elderly like a junior, but I think he's like 52, 55. And he's a big smoker, so that means he probably has bad cardio. You got to think about this as well.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, bad cardio. You got to think about that. And, Johnny Sacks always seems like the kind of guy that would rather, shoot you in an alley later rather than fight you. So I don't think he would ever really back you up in a fight. Does that make sense? I mean, maybe out of principle, he might throw a few punches here and there, but I don't think that he's the kind of guy to really get in the mix. You know what I mean? Like Tony and Furio here. See, and I feel like it's disrespectful to put him D tier because he is, the crime underboss. You know what I mean? Like
an eventual boss, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. An eventual boss. Spoiler alert if anyone hasn't watched.
Yeah, good point.
You know what? I'm gonna go C tier, but my boy Phil Leotardo would probably put him D tier. So I'll go C tier, but you could make a case that he's D.
This is fair. However, we did see him fight just one time though. So remember that one time when he was and he saw a dude.
Yes.
He saw a dude that knew Ralph. And so I heard that guy laughing, and then he pulled him outside. He beat the shit out of him and pissed on himself.
And he's C tier for that then. Yeah, because he did. He peed on him.
He did piss on him, and that's kind of dirty. But I mean, you do got to play dirty in a street fight.
100%.
I am fine with C tier. I just don't think this guy is a fighter. You know what I mean? I don't.
Agreed.
All right, next is Patsy Parisi. This is kind of a tough one because he is a little guy, right? He's a little guy, myself. So you do got to represent, but also at the same time, I don't know, man. Like we've never really seen him be in scraps. We know he's not a good he's not a good shot, but that's not really going to apply to this. What do you think, though?
I get the vibe that Patsy is like that junkyard dog. That's super tough. So I think I'm going to put him B tier. I think that he could probably put some pretty good hits in, and get some a good solid scrap in there. But would I put him at the forefront? No, he's not one of the heavy hitters. I wouldn't say, but he could get a few in there.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, yeah, he's not a big dude, so if you're facing like a group of 3 or 4 guys, you probably wouldn't want this guy on your side. But if it's just like a 2-on-2, I think he can get on the inside. He can he can land in the dirty boxing range. So we'll put him in B.
Right? Yeah, 100%.
Next is going to be Bobby Bacala. Where are we putting Bobby?
I mean, okay, now you got to think. I've been thinking about Bobby Bacala for quite a while for this. So I think with Bobby, it depends on if he's drunk or not, because you saw him in the cabin against Tony when he was plastered, and holy shit, he can fight. You know what I mean? So I feel like if he's drunk, which I'm assuming he is at a bar, right? Mm-hmm. Bobby's S tier in my eyes. He beat up an S tier guy, Tony. I think you'd have to put him there. You could maybe make a case for A tier, but I think he's S personally.
He is he's just a big dude, and think about Tony, right? Tony has won every single fight that he's been in, except for his Bobby fight. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I feel pretty confident if he can take down a guy like Tony. Now I know you could say, he got shot and then whatever. He was a little older.
Sucker punch.
I did the math. He got shot 20 episodes before this fight, right?
Right.
So if you think about it, that's over a year and a half. I feel like that's plenty of time to recover. I know you're not going to recover from a gunshot wound in 2 days, But that's like a long time to recover.
Yeah, I would agree with
Tony was
that.
kind of coping when he was throwing out the excuses. So I think I agree with you. I'm going Bobby and S tier, right?
Right. Yeah. I would agree with that. Yeah, yeah,
Favorite
for
one on this
sure.
list. AJ Soprano, where is he going?
I mean, you got to put him D tier. This guy is like soft as baby shit. He's absolutely D tier, man. Again, he gets a bad rap. I feel like a lot of people give him a little bit too hard of a time, just as a character. But especially like the last season. I mean, AJ was just insufferable and just such a soft individual. So yeah, he's D tier. I wouldn't want him anywhere near my team during a bar fight.
Like could not have said that better. The only thing that I think about though is if you go to season one, remember when he was gonna go fight that kid and then he kind of pussies out? It
Right.
was Tony Soprano.
Yeah.
I wonder what aspect or factor that could play into the a fight like this. Like what
I
if the
mean,
dude's like, oh my gosh, that's AJ Soprano. I'm not gonna touch him because Tony might shoot me. You never know.
yeah, and I think that that's probably the biggest. But I think they kind of inferred it in that season too. Like the kid's dad told him to not fight him. Like he probably heard about him. Was like, hey, you cannot fight AJ Soprano. Like he's the son of Tony. You can't do that. But I mean, you also got to think because from what I remember from that fight, he was kind of like AJ was holding his own against that kid who seemed to be taller and bigger, but he was also kind of chunky at that point. He had a little bit of girth to him. So I think I'm still going to put him D tier, but when he was a younger kid, he was a lot cooler. That's all I'll say.
He did kind of like cut down to maybe like 155 as he got older.
Yeah,
But also, this is under the assumption that everyone just knows who Tony Soprano is and will know just by looking at AJ who his dad is,
right,
which probably
right.
can't happen in a bar. You get a little hammered, you're not paying attention. We're gonna put AJ in a D tier.
Yeah.
Pipsqueak, I don't know. Next is Vito. What do we do?
Vito, you know what? I think that again, Vito gets a little bit of like a bad rap, with the whole, they find out he's gay and whatever. I feel like Vito could probably, throw a couple hard punches, but I think if we're talking cardio, if we're talking like real damage done, Vito's not doing a lot. You know what I'm saying? He strikes me as he just likes to eat and hang out and drink wine. I think that I'd put him C tier, but he's like far away from Johnny Sack. The fact that Johnny Sack and Vito are in the same tier is a little troubling for me, but
Yeah,
I'm gonna put him C
we may
tier.
have to do an edit with that. And also,
Yeah.
Vito is. I don't know if you know. It's like a meme how Vito walks. Like he
Right.
does a complete waddle. You know what I mean? So
Yes.
his lateral movement is awful. Like you said, his cardio is not good. He can probably tank a lot of shots though. So you can
Agreed.
kind of use him as a human shield for a little bit. Maybe while you grab a bar stool, you crack it over a guy's head while he's in the front. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
I think that could just bump him up to C tier. So I think you're right. Should we put Johnny in B though?
You know what? I'm kind of reconsidering that C tier position because I would honestly, I feel like Patsy and Johnny are kind of in like the same tier a little bit. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I'd
Yeah.
put. I don't know. I don't know. We may have to think about that one just a little bit longer, but right now that's troubling me that Vito and Johnny are on the same tier right now.
Yeah, like when we're at the end, we'll kind of do like an overview and see if we want
Right.
any last second edits.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's see. Next is Sal bumping Sierra. What are we doing
Oh,
for him?
I think we go A tier. I mean, he was one of Tony's right hand guys. You'd have to assume that guy can fight. You know what I mean? He's been in the mob for a while. I would put him A. You could make a case for B. I think I'm going A for this.
I'm fine with an A. I'm trying to think. Was there any scenes where he fought anybody? Can you remember any?
I mean, I'm sure there's some scenes where he's like beating the shit out of some poor civilian, but
But like with probably three other people though.
yeah, exactly. I don't know. It's kind of tough.
I mean, there's
I
not
think I'd
really
go.
many guys that we've seen fight. Like I could probably name you 7 maybe.
Hmm.
I don't think every single character has a fight scene.
True.
So
I think I'd go A.
I might be fine with an A tier. Yeah,
Yeah, I think I'd go
I'm
A.
fine with that. Boom, A tier. Next is Carmine Lupertazzi Jr.
Oh, he's got to go D.
Yeah,
D tier.
I
D
was going
tier.
to say like he's C or D. This guy,
Yeah.
he just doesn't seem like he's intimidating at all. Like that's one thing that I never really understand. People say like, "Oh, he would have been such a good boss," and I don't really know what gives you that
What?
numbskull.
People say that?
No, people say that, and they also say that he's like a secret genius. I don't know.
What?
I really don't know where that came from. That's so strange to me.
people say that he's a good boss and that he's like a secret genius.
No, 100%. No, they say that he's like faking that persona, and they think that he would have been a good boss and he would have been better than Tony would. I don't know where that
Nonsense.
came from. I don't know where that came from. Now that
Yeah,
that's a whole different conversation, but
that's nonsense, dude.
that's
Nonsense.
fucking yeah. I can't stand that. That's such a strange thing. I feel like that's one of those things where you kind of try to sound like a hardcore fan.
Right.
You know,
Right.
I'm fine with the D tier. I don't think he's intimidating. I don't think he's. I don't know, dude. Like he seems kind of like a wuss to me a little bit. I think
Agreed.
if push were to come to shove, I think he would just get nervous. He might run away. He may like yell at the bartender to call 911. I'm not really sure how I feel about this.
I completely agree with you. Yeah, he's not a fighter. D tier.
Not a D. He's. I mean, I was gonna say he's like a mind, but he's not even a mind. So we're gonna put him in D. Next is what's
Richie April.
I have an opinion on this, but I want to hear what you would have to say.
Well, I'm going A for Richie. I'm going A for Richie. I mean, the way that he beat up, God, what was his name?
Spoons.
Yeah.
Spoons, not Spoons. What's his name? Wait, was his name Spoons?
No, it wasn't Spoons. It was
because that was the guy that they killed. Oh my god.
right.
Beansy.
Yes, Beansy. Yeah, that's who it is. Yeah, the way that he beat up Beansy and you know, people were definitely afraid of Richie April. You know, whether he was going to shoot you or not, that's the real question. But I think that just going off of his reputation, going off of just his actions as well, I think you got to put him A tier. That guy is a scrapper. He was in prison. Absolutely, like I would put him A tier. I would not be mad with Richie April backing me up in a bar fight.
I agree. Like, and also Beansy, I'm not Beansy. When Beansy got whooped up, Richie used a fucking like a coffee pot, smacked him over the head with a coffee pot, grabs a chair, throws it over him, then he lands some nice ground and pound shots. Like I need a guy that can grab like a beer mug or can grab a bar stool on my side. And also, like you said, he did a lot of time in jail. He probably had to fight a guy at least one time, and you kind of get respect. Like that's kind of a way that you establish yourself in jail. You fight somebody. So I feel like he probably won some fights in jail. I'm totally fine with an A tier. I think that's a great call there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So next is Junior. There's the Junior Soprano, dude.
I mean, we gotta put him D tier. This guy again, soft. He's not really even that much of like a mastermind or anything like that either. Like he thinks he's smart. He had a few moments where he was wise, but we're not talking about wisdom here. We're talking about a damn fight. So I'm going with D tier for Junior.
Like the only time we saw him fight a guy, he fought like that old professor who had like dementia or something in the retirement home. I don't know if you remember that. Like he kneed him in the nuts. Kind of a crazy move. I'll give it to him, but I mean he's like 75. I don't want a guy that's that old on my side.
No,
I'm totally fine with the D tier. He doesn't want a bar fight. One calf kick, this guy's pissing himself. He's falling down.
yeah, one calf kick, no doubt, dude. They put him in the hospital.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Next is Silvio Dante. What are we doing here?
So I think Silvio again. He's more of a mind than he is a brawler, but it seems like I think he would be. I'm torn between B and A or A and B. For Silvio, I think because I remember there was I forget the guy that they ended up killing, but it was later in like the last season. He like jumped on the dude's back and was kind of like trying to get hooks in or something like that, trying to take back control, stuff like that. So, I mean, he didn't do a good job of it, but I think that he would be good at grabbing somebody, holding them there for you to beat him up. So I think I would go A tier. He's a team player is the biggest factor that I'm thinking about here.
100%. Like he got to fat Dom Gammiello's back. Like that was pretty impressive.
Yes.
I don't know. He's also not the biggest dude ever. I think he's only like 5'9", which I mean, to be fair, I guess his average height. So I guess maybe that won't be that big of a deal. And he's got some mass to him. I'd probably give him 5'9", maybe 220. He kind of gains a lot as the show goes on.
Oh yeah.
But I mean,
Yeah.
he's a consigliere. He's definitely been in some not so fortunate situations. So I'm torn on A. Though. I don't know if I can go A. I think I want to go like high B. You fine with high B?
Yeah, I'm cool with high B. I think high B for sure. But again, team player, is he going to do a lot of damage? Probably not, but he's going to be the support. He's like the healer in the group. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like sometimes you don't need a ton of guys that can just do a ton of damage. You need someone that can maybe distract somebody or kind of get in the way. So I'm fine with a Silvio there. Next is Muscles Marinara, Perry Annunziata. Or Annunziato, one of the two. Where are we doing him?
I mean, off of intimidation factor alone, I mean, I think that, a lot of people would just back off with just, the fact of him being there. But I think, I mean, Tony did kind of like sucker punch him into a fight with him or whatever, but I think I would go at least A tier, at least A. You could make a case for S, but I think that I would go A tier. That's a pretty safe place to put him.
Yeah, I'm fine with an A tier. Like, I was thinking S tier, but also he did get kind of whooped up on by Tony, who was days away from getting out the hospital, too, from getting shot.
Right.
Which is concerning. It wasn't like a healthy Tony. So I'm definitely fine with an A tier there. And yeah, like you said, I don't think many people are going to want to actually want to fuck with this guy just because he's enormous.
Yeah, I mean, Tony hired him as his bodyguard just probably off of his muscles alone. You got to think, too, it's Tony Soprano. He's the boss. You touch the boss, you're probably getting whacked. He's got a lot of factors to think about. But even after that, he started to kind of like want to engage with Tony and want to fight him. And he still got whooped up on by a crippled Tony Soprano. So, yeah, I think I'm going to go A tier for that one.
I'm fine with A. I'm totally fine with A.
Yeah.
Where are we doing Chris now?
See, now I think Chris is like solid B tier. I don't think he's, like I said, he's not doing the most damage, but he could definitely get in the mix. I think he's the kind of guy that would step up for you if, push came to shove. He's right there by your side. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't think Chris has any quit in him. You know what I mean?
Agreed.
I don't think Chris can really be broken. Because, I mean, the one time when he got jumped by, I think it was Puerto Ricans, right? And he got stolen, he didn't lose any heart. I remember he beat up that one dude in season one of the guys that was collecting money for Junior. He was actually injured, too. He had a neck brace on in that scene. He was a little injured.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I think that's a really great way to put it, is he doesn't have any quit in him. So, I mean, you could actually make a case for A tier, honestly, for Christopher. I mean, I'm fine with A tier. The more we're talking about it, again, Chris is mentally, like when he talks about himself and the way he views himself, he's definitely like, lower tier, right? Like in terms of, sometimes his own mental fortitude with his own thoughts and things like that. But I think in terms of physical violence, Chris is very good at that, and he's very good at understanding it. So I think you could put Chris in A tier.
I agree, 100%. I'm fine with an A. And he's also not a huge dude, but he's super scrappy. He's like he's like those smaller bantamweights that always bring the fights. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, not big, but he can bring it for sure.
Next is Jackie Jr. What do you feel about this?
I mean, okay. So personally, I don't like Jackie Jr. at all. He's probably one of my least favorite characters of the show, personally. But I think, I mean, to put him in like a D tier with AJ, Carmine, and Junior, I think he beats the shit out of all of those guys, right? Like, so I'll put him in C. But like he's low C tier. You know what I mean? Like I think that he thinks he's a tough guy, so he might be able to go off of confidence alone, right? Like some confident people will be able to do things that they probably shouldn't be able to do just because they're confident.
He's delusionally confident too.
Yes, exactly. So I think we're gonna go C tier for Jackie Jr. I don't like the guy, but he's not a D tier.
To be honest, I think he actually has some balls too, which could get you kind of far in a street fight.
Fair.
When him and the dudes robbed the card game, that takes some fucking balls. I'll be honest with you. So
yeah, it does.
I need some heart and some balls on my team. So we'll go like C. Yeah.
Yeah.
Next is Tony Blundetto.
Tony Blundetto. I mean, again, it sounded like he was, a real problem back in the day, right before he went to prison, before that whole thing happened. And I mean, he did beat up and kill his boss at one point, the massage guy. I forget the dude's name. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But that guy was like an old guy. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I think you could put him in B tier. I think he'd be all right, but I don't think he's going to be anything like super special out there. So I think you could put him B.
I feel like I'm going like high C though, because this guy's kind of a pipsqueak, to be fair.
That's true. That's
He's
true.
not a physical force. He doesn't look intimidating by any stretch of the imagination.
Not at all.
He's a
Not at
guy who
all.
will try and talk you out of a bar fight. He sees a
Yes.
guy starts to like maybe pick up a chair, pick up a beer mug, or he starts to get in your face. He's gonna tell you to calm down. It's not worth it. You're gonna go to jail for this. Blah blah blah. I just feel like he could so easily be destroyed in a fight, but he's not D tier. He's definitely not D. Who would you take in a fight between Blundetto and Jackie Jr.?
Oh, Jackie for sure. Yeah, no, I think you're right. Yeah, I think I'd go C for Blundetto then. Yeah, that's fair. I just, I'm going off of reputation for Blundetto a little bit here, but I think off of just like no accolades or anything like that. I think we're going off of pure physical ability. Yeah, we're gonna put him C tier.
Yeah, I think I'm fine with C. Totally fine with that.
Yeah.
Eugene Pontecorvo. This is a tough one because we don't really have any footage. We've never seen this guy in a scrap, really. Or wait. Well, no. There was a one time when he smacked. Wait, no, was that him?
Eugene?
Remember when little Paulie made like a joke on the construction site?
Yeah.
Eugene Pontecorvo that smashed a bottle in his face?
I think so. Yeah. I think so.
Yeah, no,
Again,
100% that was him. Yes.
yeah, so I think that again he's using his surroundings. I wouldn't be mad with him on my team. So if I like the way that I look at it is, if I'm not mad that you're on my team, I put you B. Right? I'm not mad about it.
He's tall. I think he's probably your size. Like he's a tall guy.
Yeah, you tall, lanky fella. Yeah, I think tall for an Italian too. So yeah, we'd put him B tier. Yeah,
Definitely tall for an Italian for sure.
yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, I'm going B. Fine with B. Are we doing rankings in the tiers? Like, oh, Silvio is above Eugene, or are we just doing, oh no, these guys are B and A?
Oh no, we can do rankings too. I think that'd be fair because again, you got. I think AJ would beat the shit out of Junior. We're talking like Junior's like the bottom of the barrel for a fight, man. Bottom of the barrel.
No way. I don't even think people would fight him. I think people would probably look at the guy and like, oh, he's 76. I'm not gonna touch this guy.
Right, that's what I'm saying, dude.
They'd see Junior start to yell at him, like, bro, just like leave me alone. They'd like give him a light shove, he'd fall over.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, we'll do like the rankings in the tiers later. But next,
for sure,
Mikey Palmise.
So Mikey, again, not a huge fan of the guy, but that dude can fight for sure. I get the vibe from him. Tougher dude. I think you'd put him. He's up there with Chris. I think him and Chris are like they kind of have the same kind of vibe. No quitting them. Like kind of that tougher echelon, right?
Well,
smaller guy, but tough.
Mm-hmm. Like a baby pit bull kind of is what I get from them too.
Yeah. Or like I almost get like a really tough, almost like, I mean, not to sound insulting. He's not a real person anyway, but like a Jack Russell Terrier type, you know what I mean? Like those things have no fear. They're small. If they bite you, it's gonna hurt, right?
Mm-hmm.
They could fuck some things up. So yeah, I think I'd put him A tier personally. There's a reason Junior had him so high ranked in his group too.
Mm-hmm. Was there a fight scene of his? I know he threw a guy off a bridge. I think there was a fight scene. I mean, I know there's one where Tony kind of fucked him up with a staple gun, but that's kind of
right.
You're not going to take the loss. I feel like there was a fight scene of his. I just don't remember when it was.
I think there was two, but again, see, fight scenes in The Sopranos are always so tough because they're generally in groups and they jump one guy. You know what I mean? It's like 3-on-1, something like that. But like watching their like punching techniques and things like that is where I'm going off of it a little bit. And yeah, I think I would put him right around there.
Oh, he beat the shit out of some guys in an apartment after Junior became boss. It was like episode 4 or something. I don't know if you remember this. Like he fucked up this one guy, and then he was like, "Junior Soprano's a boss now," or something like that.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay, so you're putting him B tier?
Wait, did you say B or A? I don't remember.
I thought I said A.
Oh, you said A?
Yeah.
I'm fine with an A. Let me see. Wait. All right, next is Paulie. Where are we going for Paulie?
Paulie Walnuts. Again, tough dude. I would want Paulie on my team. Now, I think he's like either top of the A, very low S. That's where I would put him. Top of A or very low S.
I'm trying to think, like, what would prevent him from being S tier? Like, we haven't really seen him lose a fight. There was that one time where he
No.
fought that one guy and he raided that Colombian motel. You remember
Right.
that?
Yeah,
Knee to
yeah.
the nuts. I mean, you can't really prepare for that. But he did get on the guy's back. And, no. The guy got on his back. But he defended, dude, he fought the hands really well. When the
Fought the
guy,
hands well. Yeah.
well, when he came around with the knife, he fought the hands well. And then
I th-
I think, kneed the guy in the nuts as well. I think.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I mean, I think, you know what? I think we put Paulie S tier. I think he's a dude I would be very happy with backing me up. Honestly, I also feel like he would be really good for morale too. Like morale would be really high with Paulie in the corner.
He also seems too prideful to lose.
Agreed.
I don't really see this guy just giving up and conceding whatever they're trying to get from him. I see this guy not quitting at all. But he's also not an S tier guy like a Tony and like a Bobby. Like, I think he loses to all three of those, but I still think he's on the cusp of S tier, so I'm fine with that.
Yeah, dude, the refuses to lose, that's straight up, that is Paulie Walnuts, 100%, dude. 100%, bro.
Oh, this might
It's
be my
so
favorite
good.
one. Father Intantal. Oh, boy.
Well,
Talk about
there'd
an
be
intimidating figure, you know?
I mean, you punch a man in the cloth, what's wrong with you?
I know.
You're going to hell.
That. Matter of fact, hold on. That could put him up to like a B tier. Because you could see a father, a priest in a church, in a bar. I don't know if you're really going to want to attack that guy. You got to be pretty demented to do that.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I mean, you'd have to really not give a shit. I mean, and now in terms of ability, that dude's soft. Like, no way.
Yeah.
Like, he's soft. But I mean, I think a lot of people, in terms of like deterring the situation and kind of just like, smoothing things over, yeah, you could put him B tier. If we're going off of like ability, he's D tier.
Yeah.
Ability D tier.
So I think that's why we compromise and we do like a low C, bottom C.
Bottom
Right?
C.
Like he's going to start preaching and say this is, God does not want this for you. But he's going to say a lot of things. He's going to quote the Bible a lot. Also, I think if push comes to shove, I don't think he would fight. Because I'm not extremely well versed in the Bible, not as much as you are, but I feel like there's a thing in there where it says that you shouldn't engage in physical altercations. I mean, maybe if they're provoked, then maybe they're fine with that, but
Right.
I'm wrong. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean, I think that it would definitely be frowned upon for a priest to get into a bar fight. That's for sure.
Definitely.
And I remember seeing a YouTube video, Father something. He's Catholic, and I think it's like Father Mike or something like that. And he was saying that like MMA is a sin, which I think is crazy. But so I think that, yeah, it would definitely be very frowned upon. I think he would probably back off from the situation entirely if it was just going to escalate to that. But he would definitely try and like diffuse the situation for sure.
Thinking it, I think we should just go D. I mean,
Yeah,
he's not
yeah.
going to fight. He's going to run away. He's going to try and
100%.
reach and calm you down, but if that doesn't work, he's running away. We're overthinking this.
Yeah,
He's
100%.
probably. Honestly, I think he's going behind Junior too. Is that crazy?
Yeah, because Junior would be willing. Junior, I think out of pride, in the beginning at least, I think that Junior would at least like throw a punch before being knocked over and probably like, breaking a hip or something like that.
I mean, I think Junior would just go weapon immediately. He would grab something.
Yes.
Poke you. He would grab like a Collins glass and he would throw it at you. So I think I'm fine with him going above above Father Phil.
Yeah, agreed.
Ralph Cifaretto.
Ooh, now Ralph is scrappy as hell, but I just don't think that he's as well versed in combat. He's well versed in like, beating the shit out of somebody, right? Beating somebody up. But there's a difference between beating somebody up and fighting them, right? So I think Ralph is like probably B tier. I'd put him in there with like Silvio for sure, but I don't think that he's, A or S. That's what I would say.
We do need to think about the fact that he had a very close fight with Tony, though. He did lose via submission.
True.
Yeah.
He did. He died. I forgot about that. And that was fighting for his life too. I mean, he really gave Tony hell. He gave him hell for sure.
Sprayed him in the face with like that bug killer. He grabbed the frying pan and tried to swing him on him, but he missed. But he did use that to his advantage.
You know what, man? I mean, when you bring that up, you might have to put him A tier.
Yeah.
You might have to put him A tier. I mean, he's a dirty fuck for sure. Like he will do the dirtiest shit too. So yeah, I think A. Ralph would be like the guy where you kind of underestimate him, and then he proves himself in the fight. You know,
like a guy that would just beat a woman to death literally for no reason. That strikes me as a guy who's not in his right mind and
yes,
a terror to fight. Like, even if, like, you're way bigger than him and you're a way better fighter than him, fighting a dude like that will always be scary because of how sadistic he is.
Agreed.
I think I'm fine with an A. I like an A here.
I think A.
Are we going, like, above Chris, above Mikey, or no?
I see.
Perry beats him. I think Perry beats him.
I would agree. I think he might beat Chris, though. I think he would beat Chris.
Yeah, he beat Chris. He's, like, a little larger.
Yes.
I think we might have to move Richie a little bit down.
Agreed.
I think Perry would beat him. I don't think Paul Meese would beat Ralph.
No.
Chris, that would be close. I just don't see Chris as a good fighter. You know what I mean? He seems like a guy who is just all heart.
Yes.
He's throwing windmill punches. He doesn't really know what he's doing.
Yes, dude. That's so perfect, dude. That's so perfect. Yeah, no, that's a really good way to describe that. So yeah, I think
he's still
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we're gonna
all heart
there. And what about Paulie? Not Paulie. What about Richie versus Ralph? What do we think for that?
It's a tough one. I think that Ralph is too much of a cockroach for Richie to beat him. I think Ralph would end up like outlasting Richie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think I'd put Ralph above Richie.
Good point. Yeah, barely though. Like that, if they fought 10 times, it could go 5-5. Honestly.
Potentially, yeah, for sure.
For sure. Oh boy. Next is Artie Bucco.
Artie Bucco.
Plenty of subject matter to talk about this.
We do. So I think Artie is, I think that he's more of a confidence fighter, right? So if he feels confident, if he feels good about himself, I think that he would be able to be a little bit better. I think I wouldn't put him any higher than C, though. I wouldn't put him any higher than C. I do not believe in that dude's fighting ability at all.
You do forget, though, he did beat Benny Fazio. That's actually really impressive. Like, he lost to Joan Philippe, which is he's just a weird French dude that is trying to make a vodka, and he beat the shit out of Artie and ripped his earring off.
That's what I'm saying.
But then he goes and beats fucking Benny Fazio. So it's strange how that works.
Yeah, anything can happen. You know what I mean? That's kind of that weird thing about fighting. But yeah, I mean, like the fact that he lost to John Philippe, he always needs other people to solve his problems for him. That kind of stuff. I think if he felt that the group was strong, he would join. But if he didn't like the odds, he would back out. He would run away. He would not be a part of it. So I'd put him lower C tier.
Actually, that rings a bell, because do you remember the Columbus Day episode?
Yes.
When they got in the brawl, he ran into the car after he got hit with a glass. He ran into the car and was hiding. Remember that? Right. You're exactly right when you say that. So I'm fine with C. I think he's above Tony B, but is he though? I don't even know if he is. I actually don't know if he's above Tony B, to be honest.
I don't know. I think he might be below Tony B.
Yeah, he's below Tony
B. I mean, who would you think would win in a fight between Tony B and Artie Bucco?
Tony B did 17 years in jail.
That's what I'm saying.
He was in minimum one fight, right?
That's what I'm saying.
And the size differences, but like he's like a. I see Tony B as like a Sean O'Malley, right? But like minus most of the skill. He's a 5'11", 135er, basically.
Yes.
Is what I see for him. And Artie Bucco is like a 5'6", 135er. You know?
Right. Yeah.
It's like an Ignacio Bahamondes versus a Ludovic Klein. It's kind of like that.
Yep.
Klein actually lost that fight. So, but yeah, you get what I mean. There's a massive frame discrepancy, but I'd rather have Tony B on my side, to be honest.
I completely agree.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Next is Carmine Sr.
I mean, D. Come on.
Gotta be.
This one doesn't mean, come on.
And you know what's crazy? He's actually below Junior. I'm taking Junior over Carmine. Is that crazy to say?
That is not crazy to say. No, I completely agree.
Yeah, there's not really much. I mean, also, he's another guy who's 75. not going to be a dude who's going to give you an advantage in a bar fight in any way.
Smoke
He
cigarettes
moves really
constantly.
slow. Yeah. He also moves really slow. He thinks really slow too, which is a very underrated aspect, which I just thought. He seems to be a guy who is just a very slow thinking dude. He's very laid back. You know what I mean? He's
Yes.
not super on edge like Junior is a lot of the time.
Right. 100%.
So I'm fine with a D. Next is Hesh.
Hesh is D. Hesh doesn't fight.
Hesh does not fight.
Hesh doesn't fight.
One kind of fight when. Remember when he was in a car with that one dude? I think it was his son, actually. And those random people came up to him and they tried to light the paper on fire, put it in his gas tank, and then they got out the car and then they punched him. You remember that scene? It was pretty insignificant.
Briefly, yes. Yes.
An eye patch later on, and he was in the hospital, and then Chris said something to him, and then he got mad. Yeah, I mean, we never really seen him in fights. You're right, he doesn't fight.
Yeah, he doesn't fight. He's D tier.
And I still think I'm putting Junior above him, to be honest.
I would agree. I would agree.
He moves better, though. I would say that Hesh moves better. He's more youthful. Like they're like similar age, but he's still more youthful, if that makes sense.
Hesh takes better care of himself. You know, Junior's not in the gym. He's not doing that. I could see Hesh doing like Pilates classes or like yoga or something like that to like you know keep the body youthful and things like that. You know how he is with his quick little factoids and shit. So yeah, I could see that. I'd put him a little bit below Junior though in terms of just overall scrappiness. I don't think he's got that dog in him.
No, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right about the yoga too. Like he's got a yoga mat under his bed. He's got 3-pound dumbbells that are pink in the corner of the room.
Yeah, yeah, bro. Yeah. That's perfect, man. That's perfect.
Oh, I like this one a lot. Next is Phil.
Oh, my boy. Disclaimer. My favorite character on the show, absolutely, Phil Leotardo. I think as much as I love Phil, I don't think he's S tier. I think if it's a fight, Tony, Furio, Bobby, and Paulie, they're all beating the shit out of Phil. I would go A tier though for Phil. I would go A tier. I think that again, how many years did he do in prison again, Vince?
They didn't say, right? I don't think they said.
20.
Oh, it was 20. Oh, I didn't even know that.
20.
I know.
Pretty sure. I'm almost certain. He did 20 years. I'm
not really sure about that one.
But he had to have fought people in prison. He's a scrappy dude. People are afraid of him. He's got a reputation. I think off of aura alone, I know aura's a little cringy, right? Aura's, like the Gen Zers, they like that word, whatever. Yeah. I would say off of aura alone, you put him A tier.
Dude, Phil's got aura, all right? Again, like,
yes.
Would you say like it's kind of a cringe term? Dude, Phil's got aura.
Yes.
Okay? The only concern I have is he does have heart problems, which of course means he has cardio problems as well.
That's true. That's true.
Fights are not going 15 minutes and going 25 minutes, right? So it'll be 40 seconds. I think he can be fine for 40 seconds.
I think so too, and I also think he's the kind of guy where if he gets the upper hand on somebody and he starts ripping them, like ripping the body, ripping the head, whatever, I mean, he can really get nasty with it too. He's got a little bit of that Ralph Cifaretto, like, rat type of fighting ability, So I would put Phil A tier.
Dude, I would put him getting in on the inside using those Bobby uppercuts. Remember when Bobby put uppercuts in a row?
I'm picturing it right now. He gets like an overhook, holds him there, and just starts ripping the body. That's what I think that Phil Leotardo's doing in a bar fight.
Dude, he's crafty. Like, he's been around. He's not just gonna point fight at range. He's crafty. He's gonna get on the inside. You're right.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. He knows what he needs to do, and he's gonna do it. A tier, 100%.
Yo, I love that. Where are we going A? I'm going Ralph or Phil?
I'm putting Ralph just above Phil.
Yeah, I'm fine with
just above him. Off of youth alone. Now, back in the day, I'd put Phil over Ralph, but we're talking about the Sopranos show. So we're gonna go Ralph above Phil.
This is heart attack Phil. This is kind of he's on a downward spiral. He's out of his prime now. But
this is bye pop Phil.
Yeah,
this is bye pop Phil. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I love that. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Next is fucking Noah, dude.
Come on, dude. It's like you said, fucking Noah, okay? Now, Noah would believe he could handle himself. He's one of those dudes where, like, in, like, the war movies, where like the guy's like super confident, like, oh, I can't wait to go and kill the enemy and I'm gonna kick ass, and then like they're immediately shell shocked as soon as bullets start flying. That's Noah.
They're running.
That's
away.
Noah.
Oh my gosh. No, he
Yeah.
said, like you can make the. I know there's people going to be commenting, "Oh no, he'd punch your lights out," because he said he'd punch Tony's lights out. But bro,
Right.
if Tony were to even like jokingly try to fight this guy, Noah would piss his fucking pants.
100%. He'd feel the strength of Tony. Yeah, he would shrivel like a freaking prune, dude. He would absolutely be D tier. I'd put him above Hesh because of youth, but he's not above Junior. He's not above Junior.
This is how it would go, right? Like some dude would start to press him in a bar, and Noah would talk all confident, like, "Oh, whatever, blah blah blah. I'll punch your fucking lights out." Dude would just fucking sucker punch him and knock him out clean.
I think Noah's a pusher. I think Noah's a shover.
Yes, dude.
Like he would push, he would shove, right, send the dude flying back, and the guy uses that momentum to kind of rear up his right hand, crack him.
Exactly.
He'd go out cold too. There's no way that dude has a chin either. No way that dude has a chin.
Weak as fuck. He'd push him 2 centimeters. Guy would come up and fucking throw a right overhand and
Yes.
sleep this guy. Oh,
Noah's a pusher, but he's not a fighter.
yo,
Hell no.
Pusher. That's actually good. I love that.
Thanks, man.
Yes. Benny Fazio.
I mean, the dude's a goon. You know what I mean? Like the guy's a goon. I mean, you got to put. I'm thinking upper B tier.
Oh, B? Okay.
What are you thinking?
I mean, like, I think we may have to reconsider some guys in C tier, specifically Johnny. Like,
Yes.
would you rather have Johnny or Benny on your side?
Damn.
But I don't know, though. Benny is young. He's scrappy. He's tiny, though. He's like 5'4".
He's so small, but see, to me, the scrap factor.
Guy, but I fucking tower over Benny Fazio.
Right. The scrap factor is where I'm putting him B. You get what I'm saying?
He's scrappy. He did lose to Hardy, though. Like, we do get to think about this.
But, okay, here's how I rationalize that a little bit, right? He's looking at Artie as the harmless restaurant owner, kind of the bitch, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to take this seriously. Like, you're really coming over here to kick my ass, dude. Like, get real with yourself. And then Artie, like, just jumps him, right?
Because Artie pushed him twice, right? First?
That's true.
He pushed him once, and then he was like, well, really? And then he pushed him again. And then, did Artie punch him first? I think Benny might have punched him first, actually.
I think Benny might have punched him first, actually, yeah.
But, like, he didn't think he was going to retaliate. He's like, okay, yeah, I punched him once. This guy's going to back off. He knows that.
Right. Yeah. You know what, dude? I think I might put him C then. Yeah, you're right.
Top of C, though.
Yeah, top of C, for sure. But no, you're right. That factor, for sure. Yeah. If he gets beat up by Artie Bucco, like, again, it might have been an off night for him, but if you're getting beat up by Artie Bucco in any case, you're C tier, for sure.
Concerning, yeah. Next is Feech Lamana. Where are we going, Feech?
Oh, come on. Feech is tough. Feech is a tough guy. He beat that 1 yard, the landscaper or whatever. I'm not putting him A, but I think I'm putting him like high B, probably the top of B. I would put him. Feech is tough.
I'm fine with top of B. And do you remember that when he got out of jail and he was telling the story of his first day in jail when he,
yes,
quote unquote, his words, found the biggest, blackest motherfucker there? And I said, what the fuck you gonna do about it, or something like that? Or what the fuck did you say to me? And then I guess he destroyed him, apparently. So
could be some embellishment there, but yeah, I could absolutely see that.
Mm-hmm. But I don't think he would tell that story if he just got knocked out. Maybe like he landed a punch or two, and then the guard separated it and put him in the hole for a day or something.
That's what I think is probably the most realistic. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But still, I mean, to have the balls to do that means he's scared of nobody, right?
Yes.
And he's definitely tough as hell. He's for sure old, most definitely up there in age. He's got to be 70.
No doubt.
I mean, dude, think about Feech from 15 years ago. Like, he's sniffing S. He's sniffing S.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. He's sniffing S, if not in the S tier. Lower S tier, but, a young Paulie versus a young Feech, that's a tough fight right there.
Oh, for sure. I'd pay to see that. 100%.
Me too. Me too.
That'd be kind of interesting to see. Are we going above Silvio?
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
Top of B?
Yeah, no doubt.
Fine with top of B. Right. Last but not least is Finn DiTrolio.
Finn.
Oh boy.
Finn. Okay. I think he whoops anybody in D tier. Whoops him.
Hold on. He whoops AJ. He whoops Carmine Senior. Whoops. I don't think Finn would whoop anybody except Father Phil. I don't know.
You know what? You bring up a fair point. I don't know. What?
Noah versus Finn though? That'd actually be interesting. Who
That would be
Noah
interesting.
versus Finn?
You know what? And the fact that we're saying that it's interesting if Finn and Noah are fighting, he's D tier. He's D tier.
Remember this. Remember when Little Paulie, when he got the glass smashed in his face? You remember that?
Oh yeah.
Remember what Finn did after that? He threw up at the sight of that.
Yeah, true. Yeah. D.
Definitely pussy. He's a fucking twig. Like I'm not a brute force guy.
Right.
I beat the fuck out of Finn. Finn is rail Finn. Dude. I would take great pleasure in beating the
Fuck Finn, dude.
Look, I mean, I'm a little jealous because he did pull Meadow. That was a crush of mine. Like I started watching the show, I think I was 15, so that was. I guess no, I started watching the show in 2019. So yeah, I was 15 at the time.
Okay.
And dude, like prime Meadow, like just seeing Finn pull, and Finn was kind of lame at the end too.
Finn was totally lame.
Has no balls. He
also fumbled.
He did, 100%.
He fumbled.
He took to San Diego or some shit, or California.
Yeah.
What that was about. I don't remember what that was about. Dental school or something. Yeah. He Meadow. He's pussy. He's rail thin. He threw up at the sight of violence. No balls at all.
Yeah.
Like he felt so bad that he kind of told on Vito, which I mean maybe that's not that bad to be honest, but
maybe he's a moral person for realizing he's putting somebody to death.
Mm-hmm. He's a good dude. He's a fighter. He's a good dude. He's not a fighter.
Agreed. I think D tier definitely.
We know AJ smokes him, right?
AJ smokes him.
You don't think AJ smokes him?
That's so tough. I mean, you know what? Because I'm thinking, Junior might be able to get a few hits in on Finn. And, if we're putting AJ at the top of D tier, you're probably right, man. I think AJ probably does smoke him, honestly.
Because also he would be scared to touch him because he's Tony Soprano's son.
Tony Soprano's son. Meadows' brother.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, she's never going to do that.
Yeah.
Versus Lupertazzi Sr., Junior, I think Junior whoops him. I don't know.
I think so, too.
I don't think Junior whoops many people, but I think he would whoop Finn.
I mean, no doubt.
Finn would beat Junior, but bro, Junior's 75. Like
that's not saying much.
That's not saying. What does that mean? Okay, nice, bro. You beat Junior. Retirement home.
Yeah.
The guy's pissing his pants. He's on medication. Come on.
Yeah. No. Yeah, you're right.
Win against Noah though. Noah and Finn. Genuinely, I don't know who'd win that. I have no idea.
I think I'd give the edge to Finn. He worked construction, right? He's a little bit in better shape. He's bigger. You know what I mean? So
not much, but yeah, he's taller. Yeah.
If he's fighting for the hand of Meadow against Noah, even though Noah broke up with Meadow, which is
that's true.
Nuts.
That's true. I didn't think
nuts.
If you're fighting for Meadow, Finn's not losing.
Agreed.
Dude, Finn might be Furio if he's fighting for Meadow. You know what I mean?
You know what?
No,
no,
definitely not.
Not a chance.
No, but we're gonna put him just above him. But actually, no, because he willingly gave up Meadow. So what am I saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I'm fine with that. Yeah. Do we want to make any corrections here?
Let's see. Johnny Sack in C is really bothering me.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
I think we put him B.
Bottom.
Low B though.
Not
low B.
Orwell, though. Not above Pump.
No. Anything else?
I feel like I'm kind of fine with that.
Honestly, this looks like a solid ass list.
Dude, this is a great list.
Yeah, this is
someone on the video, dude.
Of course, dude. Happy to be here. This was so much fun, man.
Dude, this was great. Tell the people where they can find you.
You can find me on Instagram, Jackson McVey MMA, on X at MCJ McVey, and that's where you can find me, my man.
1000%, dude. This was a great video. Thank you for joining.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
100%.